Okay then, well today we're going to have a look at a problem that's been getting worse in Flee the Facility. It's the problem of the hammer hitbox when somebody is the beast. Now we've all been in games where people are complaining about getting hit from the other side of the room, complaining about the hitbox, and obviously people used to complain about the broken hammers, which don't seem to be quite the problem anymore. The way that was fixed might be one of the reasons why the hitboxes seem to be so big. So I thought I'd do a quick video just to have a look and see if this really is a problem. So the main problem used to be that people would be on big pings or they'd have a lot of lag, and that would cause the broken hammers, especially if the ping was over, say, 150 milliseconds difference between the two players. So what I've done in this video, I've got hold of a network emulator called Clumsy, which lets you simulate slower networks. I've connected two beacons into a game. One beacon is being used as a spectator and is on my wired network with 50 millisecond ping, and we're in a EU server, so there's no lag on that guy spectating. The other computer's logged in on a beacon account, which is going through Clumsy, which will be slowing down the network to simulate somebody on a ping of around 200 milliseconds with some slight network errors, like you'd get while you're playing on something like a mobile network, or maybe McDonald's on the free Wi-Fi. And then in the second part, I make the delay a little bit bigger to exaggerate the effect and see just how far we can push the problem and whether or not we get a bigger hitbox. So let's have a look. So what we're going to see here, the main screen is going to be the PC, which is connected to the game and is going to be playing as Beast. The connection is going to be going through Clumsy, which you can see here, which has been set up to have a delay of 250 milliseconds with some slight out of order packet issues thrown in as well. And that's going to simulate a slightly slower connection that you might get from somebody on the other side playing as Beast. The picture in the bottom right hand side is from the other computer, which is logged in and is spectating the Beast on the main computer. This computer is connected with a 50 millisecond completely clean, super fast connection into the game. So this is the source of truth, or how the server sees things. So we should be able to see from the spectation picture whether or not we've got increased hitboxes or any kind of problems due to the lag. So first clip here, we've come through, we've hit some players, and look at that. We're on the 200 millisecond ping and we've already hit people. We've got a broken hammer on them there, but they've got through the door. Here we've hit somebody else. We've hit them, but the hitbox is massive, as you can see on the spectator screen. The player's miles away from the hammer when they get hit there on the 250 millisecond ping. So we've got another clip here. So hit them with the hammer. Now if we look on the spectation screen, how far away is that player? It looks like we've hit the hammer behind them and they've fallen over about 2 players space away from the Beast. Now we've hit this one. That was a broken hammer, so I guess that doesn't count. She's got away. But here we've got somebody. Oh, we've hit them. We've hit them by the freezer. But looking at the replay, they're already over at the air hockey table when they start to fall over from that hit. So I think there's a big effective hitbox there. Now I've hit this person. Now on the player screen, we hit them when they were on the table, football table. Here we've hit them and you can see they've been hit when the Beast was at least 2 players space behind them. We've got another broken hammer there, but you can see the hit was made well before the Beast got near the survivor. Oh, there's a hit, but if you look on the slow motion replay, that hit, that's like 3 or 4 survivors away from where the player actually was. And then we've just got this guy at the end. I don't think that's going to show anything really.
What are you doing?
Okay, well, I think that roughly shows us that with a bit of lag on the Beast side, the hitbox of the hammer is effectively increased. But what we're going to do now is just change the settings on Clumsy just to make a little bit more lag. We're going to increase the lag to about 500 milliseconds, and we'll see if we get a more exaggerated effect for the science. So what we'll do here, we'll get rid of the player PC view. We'll just look at the spectator view. So this is as you would see the game as another player in the server. So this is like the source of truth. And we can see here already a massive hitbox. We've hit this guy and he's already in the corner of the room here. When we walk over, that's where he's landed. We've hit him from like the other side of the map. And then we hit him again. And we're at least 3 or 4 players spaces away from him. And understandably, there's the inevitable rage quit. Right, then we better use the McDonald's Wi-Fi to finish them off. We've got broken there. So we seem to be getting more brokens now. We're on like 500 plus millisecond ping, but this is just to demonstrate what an effect this has on the game itself. Couple more brokens there, nowhere to be seen. Now, to be fair, these look like just normal hits. There's nothing to report here. Looks like general normal gameplay. No massive hitbox there. Look at this one. Just have a look at the slow motion replay here. This guy is almost at the door when we hit him with the hammer by the freezer.
Even the killer was confused.
And then we've got a broken from about 6 miles away. This guy's cornered. Oh, we hit him. Look how far away we are here. The guy's at the other side of the hall when he falls over. We're nowhere near him when that hammer makes contact. Into the freezer. And then the other guy's hiding in the cupboard at the end. GG's. So what's the conclusion of our little science experiment today then? Well, it looks like it's proven that if you're playing against the beast who is on bad or lagging Wi-Fi, your chances of getting clattered from the other side of the map are quite high. Which gives the impression of a massive hitbox. But it's all to do with the ping and the lag. But has it always been this way? Well, this is a video from YouTube from 2 years ago. And you can see here that the hitbox, due to the lag presumably, is absolutely massive. Watch this. Oh! The most normal day for a Flea player. Obviously there was this classic. So when you're playing as Beast, there is a hammer script that runs locally on your Roblox client. And this determines whether or not you have hit a survivor with the hammer. From what I understand, it does this by detecting whether or not there's been a collision with the survivor and working out the radius of the survivor's position from the Beast. The problem being that there was a bug with the script where the hammer would collide with the gem worn on the back of the survivor and wouldn't properly register the hit. And we can see a similar thing being reported on this other Reddit page here. But in August of 2025, as a part of the 8th anniversary update, there was an attempt to fix the problem with the broken hammers. And the upshot of this seemed to be an increased hitbox radius of the Beast hammer, which wasn't well received at all. It was quickly acknowledged by the developers that there was a problem with the new hitbox scripts, and that was causing people to get hit from quite a long ways away. It turned out that in the update where the 8 billion bundle was removed from the game, there was a further update to try to restore the hitbox to a more normal state, but without reversing the changes that had fixed the broken hammers. At the end of the day, it sounds like we're left with a sort of compromise until there's a proper fix put in. Hopefully we'll see these updates sometime in the future. But I'm hoping that this video has at least helped explain some of the reasons why broken hammers were a thing, still are sometimes a thing, and why the hitbox appears to be bigger than it really is. Once again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.